Hello, race fans, and welcome to the women's side of the 2006 Marshall Street Disc Golf Championship. The first round of the MSDGC saw Des Redding hitting stride early, driving and putting her way to a 3-under par and a 4-stroke lead over Angela Tschiggfrie. Angela Tschiggfrie held steady with good drives and a great short game. This put her in second place after the first round. Courtney Peavy had a tough start, barely staying on the lead card going into the second round. Lesli Demark found her putting groove, but was inconsistent as she fell to 6th place after the first round. First-timer Sarah Demar's happy putting earned her 5th place, just one shot off the lead card. But the surprise of the first round had to be Kelly Boyce from Virginia. She demonstrated quality drives and solid putts that landed her in 3rd place at 4 over par after the first round, earning her a spot on the lead card. In the second round, on the Pyramid's Gold course, Lesli Demark from New Jersey hit some great putts and carded a couple of birdies, but it wasn't enough to overcome her handful of fives. She carded a 67 and remained in 6th place. Sarah Demar from Michigan, her scorecard was also a bit erratic. She carded a 67, held on to 5th place going into the 3rd round. Courtney Peavy from Oklahoma began to show signs of life as she hit some good putts. She also got a little bit of luck on the hill on hole 3. Ended up carding a 61, just 1 stroke behind Des in the second round. She maintained her spot on the lead card. Kelly Boyce from Virginia continued to hit big putts and bigger putts. And mixing those putts with her solid drives, she carded a 61, got the most birdies of any woman in this round, and maintained her spot in 3rd place, going into round 3. In the second round, Angela Tschiggfrie from Iowa struggled a bit putting, but her short game and her drives stepped it up. She carded a 62, losing just 1 stroke to Kelly and Courtney, and maintaining her hold on 2nd place. With 2 rounds completed and 2 rounds to play, the only woman besting Angela was Des Redding. And Des was demonstrating that she was up to the challenge of defending her MSDGC championship. She used solid drives, consistent upshots, and deadly clutch putting to shoot the best scores in both of the first 2 rounds.
Yep.
The first day, the first 2 rounds were all Des. Hole 8 on the Pyramid's Gold course offers a microcosm of the first 2 rounds of the 2006 MSDGC. Des Redding started out hot, had a nice solid drive, and a great first round. Angela Tschiggfrie also had a good start with a nice solid drive. Courtney Peavy struggled early, and Kelly Boyce started out hot with a beautiful drive. Courtney Peavy would recover well with her second shot in her second round and would make it close. And while Kelly and Angela weren't quite close enough to hit their birdie putts, Des made sure not to miss the opportunity. And so it went. Des hitting putts, the ladies walking to round 3. Hello, race fans, and welcome to round 3 of the 2006 MSDGC. We're on the women's side. Des Redding starts the round with a hot drive on hole 17. She keeps things going in the right direction, carded just one bogey in the first 9 holes. And she followed it up with this birdie on hole 6. We all know Des can drive, we all know Des can putt. But one of the great things about Des's game is her uncanny ability to scrap back into a hole and save the par. Throughout the third round, Des carded only 3 bogeys. She had a little bit of bad luck. Her drives weren't always there. She managed to card 3 birdies, finished with a par, and bearing in mind she had a 6-stroke lead coming into round 3, par would be plenty to maintain her safe lead. Angela Tschiggfrie is from Iowa. Angela is gunning for the Maple Pyramid. Angela came into the third round just 6 strokes behind Des, and with a little bit of luck, and some seriously good drives, Angela managed to close that gap, carding 3 birdies to just 2 bogeys. And, as always, Angela's short game was on target. In the third round, Angela Tschiggfrie gained a stroke on Des, shot the hot score of the round, and maintained her hold on second place going into the final round of the 2006 MSDGC. And that brings us to Kelly Boyce from Virginia. Kelly starts round 3 just 8 strokes behind Des. Fairly remarkable for someone in their second year on the tour. And part of the reason that Kelly is even in the hunt, when statistically not only should she be in the hunt, she should be on the second card, is because of her consistent quality drives. During the third round, Kelly's drives did not leave her, as she carded 4 birdies, the most among the ladies, in the third round of the MSDGC. Kelly should be thankful that her drives didn't leave her, because if they had, she wouldn't have had any part of her game going for her in this third round. With some bad putts and some bad luck, Kelly was on her way to carding 4 bogeys and 2 double bogeys in the third round of the 2006 MSDGC. And Kelly's game continued to self-destruct. Missed putt after missed putt after missed putt. It's a testament she only lost 4 strokes to the reigning world champion Des Redding in this, her worst putting round of the MSDGC. In total, Kelly missed 8 putts within 20 feet. Some days you just have to be glad you can drive well. And through it all, Kelly Boyce managed to hold on to her spot on the lead card, falling just 1 place into 4th. And that brings us to Courtney Peavy of Oklahoma. Courtney Peavy started the third round a little slow, carding a bogey and a double bogey in her first 3 holes. Courtney Peavy opened the third round 9 strokes behind Des Redding, and after the first 3 holes, she was 13 behind Des Redding. Never one to give up, Courtney Peavy managed to string together a bunch of solid drives and some quality putts. She managed to bounce back with a total of 6 birdies in the third round, at one point stringing together a turkey on holes 5, 6, and 7. Always fun to string together a turkey. Courtney Peavy shaved 3 strokes off the lead, cutting it down to 10. She secured her spot in third, overtaking the struggling Kelly Boyce. And the stage is set for the final round of the 2006 MSDGC. Des Redding leading Angela Tschiggfrie by 5, Courtney Peavy by 10, and Kelly Boyce by 12. Hello, race fans, and welcome to round 4 of the 2006 MSDGC, the women's side. In this final round, the weather promises to be a factor. 56 degrees, rain. It makes me happy to be inside this warm booth. Heading into round 4, Des Redding has a commanding 5-stroke lead over Angela Tschiggfrie. Courtney Peavy's 10 back, Kelly Boyce is 12 back. And the stage is set for what promises to be one of the most grueling rounds of the MSDGC. We start the action with Des Redding on hole 1. This hole is 780 feet long. You need 480 feet to clear the pond, otherwise I'd recommend bailing off left. We call this hole the Testa. Des plays her drive safe, fading left. She should have a good shot at 4, which is par on this first hole. And that brings us to Angela Tschiggfrie. Angela Tschiggfrie has won 10 events this year, including 2 national tour events. Oh, wet. She threw that about 450 and it was not enough. Courtney Peavy now on the tee. Courtney Peavy has finished in the top 2 in 9 of her 10 events this year, including Pro Worlds. And she launches a beautiful drive off the tee. That's going to fade left nicely and drop in safe. She'll have a nice shot at par. And now to Kelly Boyce. Kelly Boyce from Virginia was not expected to be on the lead card, and she's been on the lead card the entire tournament. She won the Virginia Open Super Tour. She's had remarkable success on this, her second full year on the tour. Oh, just enough on the line. And as we all know, any part of the disc is inbounds, the disc is inbounds. And here's Angela Tschiggfrie's third shot, counting the OB from the drop zone. She puts it up. Oh, that leaves a little to be desired. About 180 feet or so. Here's Courtney Peavy's second shot. That is a nice run. That's going to land gently and set herself up for an easy up and down for par. Kelly Boyce now with her second shot. That is a big approach shot. She should also be all set up for an up and down for par. Try saying that twice. Des Redding had a bad lie behind those trees. She's got no choice but to punch out and try to set herself up for a big approach shot to save par. Fading a bit left, pin high, she'll have about a 20-footer to save par. Kelly Boyce now makes a good run. She is all set up for par. Now Courtney Peavy. She too will get the par. We move to Angela Tschiggfrie's bogey putt. A double bogey to start the round for Angela. And Des Redding now for par. Oh, Des will also be starting on the bogey side of par. After everybody bogeys on hole 2, we go to hole 3 with Des leading Angela by 6, Courtney by 9, and Kelly by 11. Hole 3 is a tricky left, right, left S-curve. Here is Des Redding's drive. That turns a little early, hits a tree. Des is in some trouble off the tee on hole 3. She does a hammer, a little short, a little low, bad roll. Leaves her with this upshot to go up and down to save bogey. Gets a little skip. She's got about a 20-foot comeback putt for bogey. Courtney Peavy for par. Count it. And Des Redding for bogey. Oh, she pushes that right also. Des is double bogeying hole 3. After everybody pars hole 4, we go to hole 5 with Des leading Angela by 4, Courtney Peavy by 7. As the rain continues to come down, here's Courtney Peavy on the tee of hole 5. She puts it up there, trusting it to turn right. Oh, it does just clear the wall, a nice little roll. She's left with about a 15-footer for birdie. Des Redding opts for the safe route. Nice kick. She is lucky to be on the fairway and have a clear shot towards the pin. Des's second shot very nicely played. Here is Angela Tschiggfrie's birdie putt. Up and over the laurel. Off to the right. Courtney Peavy now for birdie. Courtney Peavy has gained 5 strokes in the first 5 holes. She is on fire! We move on to hole 7 with Des Redding leading Angela Tschiggfrie by 5 and Courtney Peavy by 6. Hole 7 is one of the most daunting holes on the course, 400 feet uphill, and Des has let go of her drive early, kicks way right. She is in trouble off the tee of hole 7. Here's Courtney Peavy. She's been playing crazy hot this round. Shaves the tree, comes back into the fairway, Doesn't get quite enough distance for the easy par, but she'll have a shot. And we move to Angela Tschiggfrie, who puts up the picture-perfect drive. Thank you, Angela. Keep going, disc. She's got the easy par.
Well done.
Here's Courtney Peavy for par. She puts up the flick. Fades right. She's got an easy bogey. And we move to Des Redding, who has this for bogey. Des suffers her third double bogey of the round, and Angela Tschiggfrie has closed the gap to 3. We move to hole 8, one of the most scenic holes in all of disc golf, 275 feet over water to reach the gold pin. Angela Tschiggfrie plays a nice safe shot, going the short route and fading left into the fairway. She's got an easy par. And here's Courtney Peavy off the hole 8 tee. Oh, she launches that right at the peninsula, splits the gap, turns left, sets herself up for this easy birdie. Someone smarter than me once told me that the unthinkable is not thinkable until somebody thinks it. Well, folks, I'm ready to think it. Angela Tschiggfrie down by 2, Courtney Peavy down by 3. The Women's Pro Open Championship at the MSDGC is in play. And with Angela and Courtney in trouble and hoping to save par on hole 10, Des Redding has a beautiful approach shot. She's got a shot at birdie. Here's Angela Tschiggfrie for par. And Courtney Peavy for a silhouetted par. And now Des Redding has this for birdie to push the lead back to 3. It's still at 2. With 8 holes to play in the 2006 MSDGC, Des Redding at 5 over par leads Angela Tschiggfrie by 2 and Courtney Peavy by 3. Here's Angela Tschiggfrie's second shot on the 820-foot par 5 hole 11. She doesn't try to force it, playing it nicely in front of the opening with a good approach shot. She'll have a chance at birdie. Des Redding on her second shot, tried for a little too much, fades off right. She's going to be in some trouble over there. And here's Courtney Peavy's second shot. Oh, she pulled that way right. She had a fantastic opportunity to set herself up for a shot at birdie. Here's Angela Tschiggfrie's third shot. If she can get close, she'll have a... Oh. Well, and Courtney Peavy, after a good outshot, has this for birdie to gain a stroke on Angela and Des. Oh, off basket right. Let's see that one again, Jim. And going into hole 12, Des Redding still maintains her 2-stroke lead over Angela Tschiggfrie and a 3-stroke lead over Courtney Peavy. The trick is to keep your drive going straight and not try to fade left into the woods too soon. Angela Tschiggfrie has a nice drive. Oh, a little too short as it gets hung up on one of the Guardian Pines. And now Des Redding on the tee. Oh, that is a picture-perfect drive. Go, baby, go! That is going to set her up nicely in the opening. She should have a nice up-and-down shot to save an easy par. Nice work, Des. Par's the score to shoot for in this tough hole 12. Courtney Peavy now, her second shot. She gets it in the gap. That flies way left. She's got a long comeback putt for par. And now Angela Tschiggfrie's third shot after pitching out of the Guardian Pine. Oh, she noodle arms it. She leaves it well short. Angela Tschiggfrie will be double bogeying hole 12, falling 4 off the pace if Des can hit her putt. Well, Courtney can hit hers, saving par, and here's Des. With 6 holes to play in the MSDGC, things just got a little shook up, and Des got a little more breathing room, now leading Courtney by 3 and Angela by 4. We move to hole 13, which is perhaps the only bunny shot on this airplane's course. 305 feet, a 35-foot drop in elevation. Courtney Peavy's drive is fading left a little early. She left herself about 35 feet for birdie. And now to our leader, Des Redding. A nice drive, fades left a little early. She's about 10 feet closer than Courtney. And Angela Tschiggfrie, hoping to recover after that disastrous double bogey on hole 12. Oh, she doesn't noodle arm this one. Fades left. That's a birdie. Courtney Peavy, 35 feet. Birdie! Oh, that putt has to put some serious pressure on Des Redding now from 25 feet for birdie. We're back to a 2-stroke game. Des Redding leading Courtney Peavy by 2 with 5 holes to play. Angela Tschiggfrie 3 behind. Here we go, folks. Courtney Peavy on the tee of hole 14. She opts for the laser beam route rather than hyzering right to left around the lone pine. And she's got to be happy with that shot. Angela Tschiggfrie on the tee. She puts up a nice, safe drive. That's going to hyzer back. She's got an easy par. And with her short game, she might have a run at birdie. And now Des Redding on the tee. Oh, what a pull. Oh, too much of a pull. That's fading off right. Goes over the dam into the water. She is out of bounds. Des Redding is losing ground on hole 14. That approach shot should minimize the damage, setting her up for a nice shot at bogey. Here's Angela Tschiggfrie for birdie. Fades left, and now Courtney Peavy to tie for the lead. It's up. It's got the distance. Oh, off right. And now we go to Des for her bogey putt to maintain her now tenuous one-stroke lead. That is clutch putting by the two-time MSDGC champion Des Redding. Courtney Peavy drops in her par, gains a stroke, and with 4 holes to play, 1 stroke separates Des Redding and Courtney Peavy. And with Angela just 2 strokes back, this is anybody's ball game. These last 4 holes will decide our MSDGC champion. Courtney Peavy drives, pulls it a little bit right, gets stuck in a little bit of laurel. She's going to have a tough up and down to try to save par. And we go to Angela Tschiggfrie. And she too pulls her drive right, but gets through. She'll have a nice little punch out. She's got a pretty easy par. And now Des Redding with her most important drive of the tournament. And she fires a perfect shot, straight as a string. Fades a little left at the end. She's got an easy par. Courtney Peavy's second shot from the laurel. She puts up the hammer. Hung up on some laurel. She's got another 35-foot putt for par. And here's Des Redding, second shot. Smart play, lays it under the basket. She's got a step-in par. Courtney Peavy for par. Inches short off the front of the basket. As that putt misses, you can watch Courtney just wilt. So with 3 holes to play, Des Redding at +6 now leads Courtney Peavy and Angela Tschiggfrie by 2. Des Redding on the tee of hole 16. This is a big dog leg right. She plays it very smart, just taking the front end of the dog leg, knowing a par is going to set her up nicely, and putting the pressure on Courtney and Angela. Angela Tschiggfrie now on the tee of hole 16. Oh, kicks way left. She'll have trouble saving a bogey from there. Here's Courtney Peavy's drive on hole 16. She puts up a nice shot, fades right well, a little short, gets hung up on the stone wall. Courtney Peavy's second shot. She puts up the flick. It has a chance. Oh, off the limb, just short of the basket. Nice run by Courtney Peavy. And Des Redding with her second shot on the 16th demonstrates the game's as easy as we think it is. Going on to hole 17, Des Redding now leads Courtney Peavy by 2, Angela Tschiggfrie by 4. If Courtney's going to make a move, she needs to gain a stroke here on the 17th and put some pressure on Des on the 18th. Des puts up her drive, quite a bit short. If Courtney gets a good drive and a good upshot, she could birdie and gain a stroke. Courtney Peavy on the tee of 17 puts up a nice drive. She'll be in much better position than Des, but leaves it a little short. Here's Des's second shot. Smartly played, sends it to the opening. She'll have a nice up and down for par. And now Courtney Peavy. She needs to go tight left to right around that tree, getting another 120 feet deep into the woods, setting herself up for a shot at birdie. And that is not going to do it. Pushing it way left. She's got trouble in those woods. And now Des Redding's third shot. A very good upshot. She's got a nice safe par. And Courtney Peavy has this for birdie. Oh, she lays it short. She's settling in for second, leaving Des Redding ahead by 2 going on to the 18th hole. Des Redding plays smart. She'll have an easy par 4. Courtney won't be able to gain 2. And Des will be our MSDGC champion. Here's Des Redding's second shot on the 18th. She just needs to keep it in bounds and give herself a look at the island green. And she does just that beautifully. Very well done. Courtney Peavy now The very nice Hammer setting herself up for a nice look at the island green. And here's Angela Tschiggfrie's third shot. She's had a tremendous tournament. Oh, off the basket. She is magical with that AVR. Thank you, Angela. Third place, 2006 MSDGC. With a nice and easy up and down, Courtney Peavy will shoot a 65, tying the airplane's course record in 56-degree rain and shooting a better round than 3/4 of the Pro Open field. Nice round, Courtney. Second place, 2006 MSDGC. And we close with Des Redding, going up and down to save par and be crowned for the third time in a row the 2006 MSDGC champion. Three-time world champion, three-time MSDGC champion, your 2006 MSDGC champion, Des Redding. I'm Steve Dodge. Thanks for watching. Here's the top 10 finishers in the pro women's field.